Guys, it's Friday. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the last reaction to this album. How are you guys feeling? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, am I okay? Am I not okay? Like, I'm super excited that we got to go through this project together. But I'm kind of sad it's coming to an end. I have a few ideas of what I want to do for like the next series. But if you have any ideas, of course, always drop them in the comments below. And I have a ton of stuff happening over on Patreon, so make sure to check that out. I'm doing the entire Eras Tour docuseries reactions along with the Eras Tour movie and the final show movie as well. So definitely check that out over there. And I have some ideas for over here. Might do some of the acoustic versions of this album. Also might dig into Taylor's like older stuff that you guys have asked me to look into as well. So yeah, I've got some ideas brewing. Haven't really settled on one thing quite yet, but definitely let me know. Guys, are we ready? Without further ado, let's react to The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift featuring Sabrina Carpenter, the last track of the Life of a Showgirl album. Let's go! Can't believe this is the last one.
Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city, then they said she didn't do it legitly. I bought a ticket, she's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess
definitely a vibe already, for sure.
I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, you live in my dream. Then she said to me, hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet.
Okay, chorus.
You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna.
Okay, though that's in quotes. Okay, that's in quotes. So it's someone talking to Taylor, potentially, like a younger Taylor, or if she's writing this in a completely different person, maybe. Okay, I'm curious. Let's go. Verse 2.
The baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. So she waited by the stage door, asked the club promoter arrive. She said, I'd sell my soul to have a taste of
Sabrina.
Life. It's all mine. But that's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe.
Okay, that's Sabrina leading, I think.
The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise, I knew what to expect. Do you wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the wall.
Okay, this is some sort of bridge.
I couldn't if I tried.
Okay.
So I say, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married
nice.
To the hustle and now I know
last chorus.
Showgirl,
oh, that's cool. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Hey, hidden by the lipstick and lace. Sequins are forever and now I know the life of a showgirl.
It's like a nice, okay, yeah. It's a very full circle song. I love this.
Hey kitty, now I make my money being pretty and witty. Thank you for the love you bouquet. Thank you for an unforgettable night. We will see you next time. Give it up for
Oh.
the dancers. And of course, Sabrina. I love you, Taylor.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I freaking love that. Let's talk about this one. Okay, guys, I freaking love this song. Okay, so I think I caught on to the concept. I think now that I'm kind of looking at the lyrics, I'm like, okay, I think this is what's happening. So in verse 1, we have this incredible start to the story. So it sounds like, we'll say it's Taylor, maybe it's somebody else, but it sounds like a showgirl that's been in the business for a long time talking to young whoever, again, let's say Taylor, young Taylor. So Taylor's kind of waiting. She talks to this, showgirl that's been part of the business for a long time. Again, we kind of see that story continuing into the pre-chorus. And I was like, okay, wait, now that I'm seeing, because sometimes it's hard to tell, like, okay, who is, especially in Taylor's songs, right? Because she tends to throw lots of characters into her songs, which is super cool. But sometimes it's like, okay, what person are we talking in here? So now that I'm seeing it's nice to have the lyric video and then to like review the lyrics after. So it definitely is like somebody talking to her. They're saying, thank you, but you'll never know the life of a showgirl. And then it's kind of like, okay, verse 2, we're continuing the story of the showgirl that's been in the business for a while. That story continues again in the chorus as we see the quotes here. And now, which is super cool, by the way, like this story is it's really awesome how she kind of wove this in. And then now in the bridge, she's saying, okay, I got it. I took, the wisdom of this person. I actually can survive the life of a showgirl, kind of, right? Which we all know, absolutely, yes. And then it's kind of cool how she throws in like, the other, maybe people that are like, she uses the term hurry up and die, but basically like, okay, now it's time for you to get out of the spotlight, right? But she's like, I'm here to stay, which we've definitely seen like in interviews. She's like, I'm not going anywhere, like, yeah, I might have some other things going on, but I'm not going anywhere. So just so you know. And then in the chorus, it's now her talking. So like, yes. So that's really cool how she tied that in. It's her getting kind of advice and people maybe saying you don't have the things to like survive life as showgirl. And then she's like, actually, I definitely do. I've learned all these things and now here we are. So that's really cool how she turned it around. This last chorus, it's her, or even, her and Sabrina, because they've both been in the business for a long time. Also, like, I loved how she ended that. So she took that clip from the Eras tour. Thank you for the unforgettable night. How she's talking. We'll see you. Like, this is so sweet. And then also how she had Sabrina in there too saying, I love you, Taylor. That's just so nice. I loved how she wrapped that up. And what a great way. Guys, I really think that's the best way to wrap up this album, right? Like, The Life of a Showgirl, all of the other songs were fantastic. And then she wraps it up with this incredible song. And we get kind of like a farewell from the Eras tour as well. I freaking love it. Guys, what do we think about this song? I thought that was beautiful, fantastic. The storyline was awesome. Again, the entire album, she's done this to me. This is not what I thought the song was going to look like. Like, wait a second. Nope. I thought it was going to maybe be similar to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Nope. Not even close. Totally different storyline. I love it. I thought that was fantastic. Guys, this album, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good album. I don't know why it's getting a ton of hate. So let's do a little rating of the album overall. So if I were to give this album a full rating, so let's do production value, lyrics, music. Let's rate it. So production value, I have to give this a 10 out of 10. I think this is probably one of the, if not the strongest produced album of her entire career. Like, this is a really strong, like, the production is just absolutely on point. Especially, I think I talked about this in the other videos, potentially. I've lost track at this point. But, like, especially compared to Tortured Poets Department, which that's probably one of my favorite albums of Taylor's. I love that album. But the production value is not even close to as strong as this one. Okay, like they're not even on the same level here, in my opinion. So 10 out of 10 production value. I also have to give this is a very strong lyrically based album, as all of Taylor's albums are, right? So I've got to give that like an 8 out of 10. I would say an 8 out of 10. It's very, like, her lyrics are as strong as they always have been. Now, musically, I would say I'm going to give this, I'm doing this on the spot here, guys. I was not even, when I think of like, okay, like, how is this video going to go? I didn't even think I was going to do this. So on the spot, musically, I would give this maybe like a 5 or a 6. I would say musically, not the strongest. Like, when I listen to this, I'm like, okay, this is a bop. This is good. And of course, like, some songs I would rate like a 9. Other songs I'd rate like a 3 or 4. So, you know, it's kind of like all over the place. But I would say as a whole, maybe like a 5 or a 6. I would say the music, like the originality, I guess, of the music, is not really there. Like, I think like her other albums. Again, my opinion. You guys might say, yeah, musically it's like so good. Lyrically, it's not as good. You know, everyone's going to have their own opinions. I'd say musically, not as original as her other stuff, but still really cool. The thing is, I also think she was going for a certain vibe with this album, right? So she was going to use potentially, you know, other, similar progressions to other songs that are already out. I think she did that for a reason, okay? So I don't think that was just like willy-nilly, like, oh, I'm just going to pull from this or pull from this. Like, she definitely did that for a reason. But because, you know, it wasn't a original idea or fully original idea, that's why I kind of rate it a little bit lower than her other albums. I also didn't get like, and again, Tortured Poets and The Life of Showgirl, 2 totally different albums. Right? 2 totally different albums. The vibes are different, everything. But when I listened to Tortured Poets Department, I really just felt like that. I can't explain it. For the musicians listening, when you hear a certain song, you're just like, oh my God. Like, you're just like, oh, that just like, I felt that. I felt that. Whether it's a happy song or a sad song, like, you're just like, dang, like, that was a good song. I didn't quite feel that with this album. There were certain songs I was like, okay, yeah, this is like dang good. This is awesome. But I didn't feel that like, oh, I need to play this on repeat. You know what I mean? So again, my opinion. But like I said, you can't compare. All of her albums have been very different, right? We've got like Folklore and Evermore, and we've got Lover and 19. Like, they've all been so different that you really can't compare them, which is kind of cool. So yeah, a great album. I think it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed listening and breaking down all of these songs in so many different ways. Like, I feel like the song just kind of all the different songs allowed for different breakdowns of them, which I very much appreciate from Taylor. So thank you, Taylor, for allowing us to do this. And I wanted to take a second to thank you guys in the comments, the Swifties or new Swifties or people who aren't even Swifties. Thank you all so much who have come to the channel, who have subscribed, who have sent me really nice messages, who have been so kind to each other. Like, that's what we need more of, guys. Like, everyone just being like, hey, this is my opinion. Oh, that's super cool. This is my opinion. Like, I really appreciated those comments. Now, of course, there's always going to be trolls that are like, and we're just going to ignore the trolls. And that's what I do. Or I just kind of troll back, as you guys have kind of seen. Because I've been doing this stuff for a long time. It's kind of funny at this point. But I really appreciate the people who have just been so kind and giving their opinion. And I have learned so much from the Swifties. Like, here's the lore on this. I'm like, dang, that's really cool. So thank you guys for just being so kind. And like I said, I'm pulling all of your comments here. I wanted to pull a bunch of comments here on the screen to say, oh my goodness, like, look at the community that is here. Some of the kindest people I've ever met, especially on the internet, right? Like, there can be some really, like, terrible places on the internet. But here, we've kind of cultivated this really, really nice community of people. So thank you all so much who have commented and liked and subscribed, or who have even joined the Patreon. Like, oh my goodness, we are almost up to 50 patrons over there. Like, that's insane. I am putting so much work and effort into Patreon and YouTube as well. So, like, those two things are really, like, my focus right now, especially, you know, having a now 5-month-old. Oh my God, just growing up so fast. It's been really nice to just take some time and record real quick and then be able to, you know, hang out and obviously raise her, because that's my priority. So streaming has kind of taken a little bit of a backseat right now. So all of my energy, music-wise, is really going into all of, you know, the filming and Patreon. So thank you all so much who have joined, all the things. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Where do we go from here? So comment things you'd like to see either here or on Patreon. Thank you all so much. You guys are fantastic. I'll see you next Friday for the next segment of all the things that we're going to be doing. I love you guys so much. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic New Year's, and I hope everyone's surviving the holiday season and the winter seasons. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so freaking much. I love you all. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you all very soon. I love you guys.